It's a good sound when that happens. And you know what I'm liking even more with this episode 9 is that I feel like my chair is getting closer and closer to you.
Yeah, you're gonna be on top of me before you know it.
And it gets me excited, man. The closer I get to be to you, the more privileged and excited I feel.
Maybe it could just be one chair, but it's not. It's just we're just sitting on one chair.
I think once we go past episode 10, we're gonna think about some new set design and what we can do to jazz it up.
Man, we missed a week, and I feel bad to our people because listen, we're sitting on lots of clips, but we've been like really busy.
Yeah, we have.
And we were traveling last week. I feel like we travel a lot. But last week we missed them, and we had some important meetings, and we got to see some and hear some pretty cool stories from some pretty cool potential partners.
It was exciting. Yeah, we did have a big week for Find Your Grind last week. Together, we went and visited the Zappos headquarters, which was amazing, and then we flew up to Google, had a really exciting meeting up there. So yeah, sometimes this does kind of get in the way of these episodes, but we apologize. We're back. We're here.
But I wanted to bring something full circle. Remember when I bought that jersey in the Vegas airport?
Yep.
I'm wearing it right now.
All right, you are.
What's his name?
I was wondering what that is.
What's his name? AB.
That's Marshawn Lynch.
Antonio Brown, baby.
Antonio Brown, that's what I meant.
Yeah, the Raiders got Antonio Brown, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, it hasn't been a good start for him, though.
Well, I'm not
what have you heard?
I'm a hockey guy, dude.
Yeah. So from the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the best wide receivers.
I knew that
of all time.
I knew that. So what was the? How did the Raiders get him?
Well, apparently he had like a falling out with the Steelers, and then the next thing you know, Raiders swooped in, got him. He's ready to collect Derek Carr's balls, but there's been some issues.
Balls? Did you say?
There's been some issues.
Okay, what are the issues?
That's what he does. He catches the quarterback's balls.
That's right. You gotta stop.
There's been some issues. Stop. He has the NFL has brought in a new ruling that any equipment can't be anywhere over 10 years old, and apparently he's come out and said that he's been playing with that same helmet his whole career.
I saw this,
and it's over 10 years.
Yeah.
So
wait. His helmet from Pittsburgh that he wants to use for the Raiders?
Well, he just puts a new paint job on it, dude.
So wait, what is he complaining about? I'm still trying to fill me in. So he wants to use his helmet from his previous team?
No. Paint it Raiders, baby. Okay. Black and silver.
So what's the issue?
Did you get what I did there? Black and yellow, black and silver. Oh, God.
Just stop.
No? So anyway, the NFL's come out and said no equipment, no NFL player is allowed to, like, the helmet's 10 years old, dude. Like, you got to be, stay up to date. We got a new helmet for you.
But is it the way that it's made, like the actual like safety of the helmet, or is it the paint?
No, it's the way that it's made. It's not the paint. It's got nothing to do with the paint. They can repaint the helmet.
Got it. Well, you never know. I mean, he might be. You never know these days. They could be. They're trying to do.
Right.
All kinds of crazy shit.
So he took to Twitter, I'm looking for a Shoot Air Advantage adult large helmet that has manufactured in 2010 or after. In exchange, I will trade a signed practice worn Raiders helmet.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. The guy's obviously successful, killing it in the way that he has been. Don't take away the guy's helmet.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Continue.
One of the fastest running guys in the NFL.
Yep.
Is probably used to being in a cryodome situation. They get in the steam things. They get in the air compressed things.
Yeah.
He got frostbite on his feet because he burnt his feet from freezing cold. He froze the bottom of his feet from a cryodome. Stayed in too long.
Cryotherapy?
Yeah.
I've loved cryotherapy, by the way. That's been my recent thing that I've been doing. I got a 5-class pack. It's not a class. It's a 5 whatever. I got 5 of them. I go in there. The most I could do is 2.5 minutes. Anyone else out there that can do beyond 2.5, I give major props to, man. It's like at 2:15, I'm like, I think my brain is like convulsing.
Yeah, I think our boy AB did 30 minutes. So the bottom of his feet turned to huge blisters, and then they pussed up. He had to get them
30 minutes.
He had to drain them. He had to drain his feet. Needs his feet for practice. And right now he's on. The Raiders are on the Hard Knock series right now. And last night he referred to his blistering feet and the scarring of a uncircumcised penis.
Yeah, it's all beyond. It's all too much. Let's just keep it that way. 30 minutes in cryo is too much. Settle down. 5 minutes tops. That's crazy, man. That's wild.
So he's been the talk of town, you know. There's a lot of...
It's called overdoing it.
Yeah, maybe there's overdoing it. So who knows? They say he'll be back for the first game. The Raiders beat the Rams, I think, in a practice game. I don't know if it was a practice game.
Yeah.
Who really knows?
It is practice. It's preseason right
Football's
now.
on TV, but it's not real. Like, the real quarterbacks aren't out there.
We saw that Raiders' new place in Vegas. It's looking pretty good. That thing's going up
The venue's looking good. A lot of there hasn't been much sports, but there's a lot of sports news. NFL struck a broad alliance with Jay-Z and his company Rock Nation.
Yep, saw that.
They have now become like an alliance to the NFL, trying to smooth over continuing tensions with players over social justice issues. Also saying that Rock Nation will offer help for the NFL Super Bowl. And it seems a little...
I don't know. I mean, I think it's... I think the Rock Nation thing, getting involved with that is awesome. I mean, they've obviously had their sports division of things they've been doing for a long time. I'm not too in tune with all the stuff that they do there, but I think Jay's probably wanting to get tighter in with the athletes, with the associations, with the leagues, and as would I. I'm excited to get into more sports-related stuff as well with you too, Dingo.
You know what? He loves Jay-Z loves sports. You know, he's had the agency. He's been a part. He owns. I think he still owns a part of the Nets. I'm not really sure how that works.
Yep.
He has the agency, and so yeah, I didn't see him. You know, I kind of didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
I really didn't see it coming.
I like it. I'm into it, man. Let
Yeah.
this guy go. You know what I liked watching was
let the jigga jig.
Let the jigga jig. You know, I like his Jay-Z went on David Letterman's new show on Netflix. I really enjoyed watching him speak. He's actually a very, I mean, I think we all know this, but a very intelligent man for where he's, you know, and how he's gotten himself to where he's gotten.
Super intelligent.
I think he started his music career, a little fun fact, he started his music career, I believe, when he was 26, 27. So for all you guys who think that you're too late in the game, you know, look at where Jay-Z's at now. I think that's pretty cool.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Rough.
Do you know much?
Rough. I'm cued in at this a little bit. Yeah, I'm cued in. I know that there is, I feel like the speculation going around is that the reason he died was because of this kind of impossible inside job of people who also were in on it with him that don't want to be exposed, you know, which is a pretty crazy thing.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
Listen, man, he's a sex offender and was in bed with some very powerful people and has said some stuff, obviously knows a lot of stuff, vice versa. Ended up in jail, didn't last too long. And, you know, it's, to me, it's not enough. It's just...
It's crazy. How do these guys get to that level?
I don't know.
Like, you have all this money, all this like success from what you do, but it's not enough. So you go into this like sex trafficking thing, which is this like sick, demented, dark, incredibly like gnarly space. I just don't know. I mean, like, does money equal happiness? Does money equal happiness? Probably not in this case, you know?
We know that from a high level in all sorts of, you know, areas. And I just think it's another bad man that deserved what he got, and, you know,
all that stuff.
Let's forget about him.
Absolutely. It's forgotten. I don't know his name.
A little bit of entertainment talk right now. One thing that like struck my eyes that's pretty cool coming up is the new cast to Coming to America.
What's going on with that? I have no clue about that.
The re-edition with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall is also bringing in Rick Ross, Wesley Snipes, and Leslie Jones.
I'm out. Next.
The biggest news lately is that Disney Plus has come out. Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus. That's been the big announcement. We've been talking about that. What's going to happen in streaming? They've made a lower price to everyone, so their price is lower than Netflix. It's much lower than HBO. You know, we know that Netflix is going to start losing content soon. We've kind of had the conversation on what's going on. Yeah. What's going to happen with that? We had some some people that are pretty high up or have stock in Netflix that say that Netflix is going to be okay just for now.
Going to be okay, but we know, I mean, for what Netflix has spent on content, the amount of money that they're kind of in the hole, as well as the, you know, these other kind of, you know, huge organizations that are taking their content back out, you know, and stripping Netflix of some pretty valuable stuff that they've had. So it's kind of a combination of both, but I think, will Netflix be around in 10 years? I don't know.
I've said this. I think Netflix, I know for a fact that Disney went to Netflix and they should have just accepted the offer.
Right.
Accept it.
When did that happen? Was that 2-3 years ago or longer ago?
No. They acquired Fox last year. Disney acquired Fox last year. Fox and Tile for it was like $52 billion.
Yeah.
So they're going in and they're doing what the man does.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that they had sat with Netflix and the owners of Netflix and they were trying to purchase Netflix. Like that was the platform they wanted.
Yeah.
It kind of is the go-to.
Yeah.
You know, yes, Disney was a major shareholder in Hulu, but Netflix is the Netflix and chill. It's stupid, but it's people don't say Apple and chill.
No, but I mean,
Amazon
I think
chill.
they'll probably start saying Disney relatively soon. You know.
So a big one right here. Our neighbors right here have done a pretty big acquisition. CBS and Viacom have agreed to a $30 billion merger that happened just 2 days ago.
Wow.
So we are now in a times that these big media outlets, and we've seen it, Viacom, let's talk about MTV for a second, losing ratings, can't get new shows.
Yeah.
They are pulling back old shows because they know that audience is going to work for them, or they think it's going to work.
Well, I know. I mean, even this recent thing of The Hills, it's like, okay, that demographic is in their mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, but that's the demo now of people that they're trying to get back into watching this show by creating like The Hills again. It's
and they messed that up.
It's just old, you know, like it's just what is I mean, for people who don't know, what is kind of an average viewership on a an episode on MTV or like a show on MTV? Does it like 500,000 people watch it? Is it
that's a good show.
500,000 people.
500,000 coming back to it, like in the reality TV days when Sheckler lost his show.
Yeah.
Now we're going back to 2008.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
His show fell below 1 million viewers 2 weeks in a row, and they pulled it.
Right.
That was going back like 2009, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Those years, right? And when his show got pulled, they pulled it mid-third season and then ran the whole rest of the third season in one day.
I mean, it just shows. I mean, Austin puts up a photo of his pig and a video of his pig, and it gets 1 million views. What's happening? It's just the whole thing has completely shifted and changed. You know?
Well, the pig's not with us anymore, so...
What happened? Is the pig... What? The pig died?
Yeah.
Like it actually...
Yeah, 70% of pigs transferring from milk to food don't make it.
The little pig passed away?
Yeah.
In your apartment?
Yeah, in its sleep.
I don't want to hear it. This is depressing.
So to round this off, CBS Corp and Viacom, one's part of the same company plan to set it all up again, and CBS Corp is valued at $18 billion. Current share market for Viacom is still at $18 billion. So that's all the MTVs, Comedy Central, Paramount Network would be a part of that. I just think that they missed the boat in a huge way, and that. And they have to merge to stick together. What was the merger with the cell phone company recently?
Cricket Wireless and Sprint,
like Verizon, and two of the not good ones. These companies are having especially in media, because they have missed the boat. They're not streaming. They haven't figured out how to adapt to the times. They haven't figured out how to adapt to the millennials. Yeah. So they're kind of just a dying breed. So they can kind of get together and be a big clump of
big happy family.
A big I don't think it's a happy family over there. Have you? I don't think it's a happy family. Again, I'm saying I think it's the beginning of the end for the MTV era. I'm just saying, like, Viacom's much bigger than just MTV, but I'm telling you guys, it's it's a sinking sad ship over there.
Yep, I hear that.
Our boy hit the stage for the first time since being released from jail.
Rocky, let's go.
Woo! ASAP Rocky made his
get him back.
first appearance at Real Street. I was actually there.
Yeah.
I was there on Saturday night. I saw
go?
John Reese.
You should have invited me, dude. I was there. You saw our boy John Reese, who produced and put on the whole festival, who's put on amazing festivals.
You were not there.
I was not there, but you should have invited me, and I would have been there.
Yeah.
No, I had a baby shower actually, and I was tired.
So let's just cover back. ASAP got out. He still has to have a trial that happens. I think it's next week.
No, so that actually happened today, and he was found guilty. He was found guilty today. which doesn't mean that he has to go back into jail. It just means that he is now not going to get any of the insurance money. He's not going to get any of these things that he was hopefully trying to get from the festivals and different things that he was supposed to be playing in Europe. So he'll lose out on some money. He will, I think there's some type of probation and stuff like that. Listen, he's back. He's fine. He's playing shows again. We're getting him back in the office playing ping pong. We're going to touch up his skills. We love our boy ASAP, and we're happy that he's home.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to put it. And just to back it up, we saw that he was at church with Kanye. He was with his old fling Kendall.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing our rounds, and I feel like we're not too far away from going and checking out Kanye's church.
No, I don't either. I hope we can get over there shortly. Yeah, I think ASAP's gonna come back from this. I think there's a lot planned that he has in terms of making this a very learning moment and a way to grow from it. And I think he's going to come back with new music and a new record that's going to be phenomenal, and a lot of kind of things that he'll address in his music through what's happened with him in this situation. So I think he's going to grow a lot from it. He's like I've been saying, he's our age, man. And so I think he's kind of going through one of these moments of like, didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
Listen, at his level, you can't go around, interacting or touching people or being involved. Everyone's got their phones, everyone's got their things. So you have to be extra careful with the crew you're rolling with and how you're kind of presenting yourself in the public. Because he's got such an eye now. Now the fact that the president of the United States has put this on such a level with CNN and all these huge media outlets, it's like he's got to be a little bit more careful. And I think he'll realize that, and I think he's going to grow a ton from it.
Right. So, I think so too.
Yeah.
Long live ASAP.
Let's go.
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
I think they're still at number one.
This was like 2 weeks ago. We said the same thing. This thing's still at number one.
Yeah, but there's actually a road sign in Massachusetts. We have a guest, Stan Evans. How do you say Massachusetts?
Hey,
Massachusetts.
There you go.
That's right. Okay.
He's not fellow East Coaster. He's a real East Coaster.
Yes. Sir,
Alaska, what are you talking about?
You're Alaska?
Don't insult me like that.
What are you talking about? This man is not from Boston.
Why did I think you were from Massachusetts?
You are just out of you're out of your mind. That's why.
Sorry.
Alaska, bro, represent.
Sorry.
Yeah, represent.
Sorry.
By the way, I've never been to Alaska. It looks amazing.
Go, man.
I know.
Complaints.
We'll go. Okay, let's go.
So
We'll plan
in Massachusetts,
Yep.
there's an Old Town Road signs that just keep getting stolen, and that the community or whoever has come back and said that they're going to stop paying to put the signs up. So stop stealing the signs.
They're sick of it, just like all of us are. 19 weeks, we're done with it. Where's the next one,
Barney's nearly century-old icon of New York retail filed for bankruptcy this week.
Yep.
We've been talking about what's going to happen to retail, and I think that it's been something that has been trickling down now for, I'd say, the past 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I think we're about to see them all just go.
Yeah. Barney's one is a shocker, I think, unless I don't know.
It's not. So I think there's 12 locations. Here's what they've done. They raised $75 million. They'll keep some of them open. Definitely New York staying open. I would assume the one in Beverly Hills is going to stay open.
Yeah.
And then I think all these little offshoots are gonna disappear. I just think that we live in a time where retail, it's still there. People are shopping more than ever. They're just shopping on Amazon.
Shopping on Amazon.
Forever 21 or...
Yeah, having it show up to the house.
Forever 21, you may get an Atkins diet bar, but you just don't get to go see a window. You don't get to see a window.
It's true. I just, maybe people aren't buying as much Louis Vuitton and all this stuff as they used to be. I don't know, man.
No, people are more than ever.
More than ever?
No. It's not that people are shopping more than ever. People are buying clothes more than ever. High end clothing is up. It's high end clothing's never gonna go anywhere. They got to the point they got in trouble. They got in trouble because they used to burn their own, like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. These people used to burn their old product to keep their value of their clothing up.
Right.
Because if they made any extras, they're fine. They're always gonna be fine. There's always gonna be wealthy people that are gonna spend money on these material things that don't mean anything and a logo and whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's never going anywhere. And I don't think those companies are hurting. I just think, you drive down, is it Rodeo Drive or the other one, and you have, Barney's, and then there's this one, and then, I forget the names. But I used to, have a girlfriend that used to love going to those places.
What was her name and what happened?
Anyway, so I just sort of, I just think we're gonna keep talking about where retail's going, and they couldn't figure out their e-commerce.
Yeah,
figure out how to drop it off on somebody's doorstep.
Well, if you guys are interested, we have Find Your Grind tees and long sleeve tees at Zoomies. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'm rocking one of our Steve Aoki collabs right now, dude. I'm representing.
Cool.
This is Steve Aoki in high school, and I actually really like this piece. I feel good in it. So
it was some time ago that I brought up to you about what was happening in Hong Kong, and you kind of weren't.
All I heard yesterday from my wife was no flights are going out of Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong's been canceled the last 2 days.
Yeah, so what's everyone doing over there?
What's happening? I mean, the local government within Hong Kong and the Chinese government, and it's the Chinese government that basically runs Hong Kong. Hong Kong got licensed to the Chinese licensed it to the English for 99 years or whatnot. They built this like Western society, so there are people that are documented from China that have moved to Hong Kong and become basically passport holders and residents of Hong Kong. But the Chinese government has just started like arresting people and sending them back to China.
Really?
And then so the local Hong Kong, who originally were born and raised there, but they're like China owns Hong Kong.
Right. So are the Chinese people inside of Hong Kong pissed, or are the Hong Kongonians pissed?
The Hong Kong. I'm with you. The Hong Kongonians are pissed.
They're pissed.
They're very
because
upset.
Are they getting sent out?
Yeah, because their rights are being taken away, but the Chinese government has their rights.
Right.
So it's but it's
like a civil war over there going on right now.
I've been to Hong Kong a couple times, and Hong Kong, it was like a beautiful place.
Right.
And right now I turn on the news and there's tear gas and shit getting smashed everywhere.
Yeah.
And people want their rights, but I feel sorry for them. Like that, like their rights have been taken away.
I hear that. That's yeah. I totally hear that.
Man, like people gotta understand, like China's here to win, man.
Yeah.
And they own Hong Kong, and they're gonna do whatever they want. And I feel bad for people in Hong Kong.
We gotta get over to China.
We gotta go save them.
Yeah, let's go do a Currentcy episode in Hong Kong.
We can do that. I just wanted to breeze over the Democratic debates I think they're in Michigan.
Yep.
I really hope they were. I mean, Tulsa.
Okay.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
She's hot. We have somebody that's smoking hot running for the presidency. And she just took 2 weeks leave to go back and do... She's hugely military. Right now, she's not on her campaign. She's back in the military right now.
Is she?
Yeah, so
she's like, I don't talk it, I live it, motherfucker.
Well, she doesn't say it like that. She says it like cutely.
Yeah. Going back to the military today to fly some planes, shoot some guns. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that she was actually like in the going back. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, so she's back in the military.
How does she have
for 2
time?
weeks,
How does she have time?
She kind of slammed Senator Kamala Harris in that debate. It was so this is what she said on the debate, Georgia. I'm concerned about this record of Senator Harris. She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations, and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Right.
And smoked her on stage. Kamala Harris got smoked, and Kamala Harris is one of our front runners.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that debate.
Yeah. Anyway, it was kind of I caught like glimpse of it. I just wanted us to brief over that.
Yeah.
I don't have it in front of me right now. I think Andrew Yang. He's been saying some cool stuff, and
is that the guy who wants to give $1,000 to everybody in the country? Isn't he the tech guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He wants to give $1,000 to everyone in the country.
He's a billionaire. So
great. So he can write the check.
He can afford it. Again, again, Joe Biden's still the lead runner there, and seems to be everyone attacking him.
Who is the front runner right now in the Democratic Party? Is it Uncle Joe?
I think it's Uncle Joe Biden. Anybody else
Uncle
in this
Joe?
room?
Say Uncle Joe, Bernie, maybe?
Yeah, Bernie.
But what happens with Bernie is, and people
Bernie's too
understand
loop,
this,
dude. He's a loop, dude.
No, but
we
what happens
like
is,
Bernie. We love Uncle Bernie, but the problem is he's too loopy. He's too eccentric.
But he's a gangster when it comes to debating, and people forget that he's
100%.
a professional.
He's a great debater.
So as we're weaning down and numbers are getting off, he's gonna stick in there because he can just outsmart or out debate these people.
Yeah,
So
he'll hang around. He'll hang around.
the third debate's coming up here in September, here in a couple of weeks, and they're going to start narrowing him down. But yeah, like Bernie's up there, Kamala's up there, Elizabeth Warren's up there, Joe Biden's up there.
Yeah.
I've just throw Yang in there because he sounds intelligent.
Yeah.
$1,000 to every American seems a little tough, but he's a billionaire.
By the way, what happens when you give $1,000 to every American in this country? You know how many people are just gonna go like,
yeah,
we're off to
yeah. Well, I can
we're
tell
off to Crazy Horse. Thanks, Yang. You're our man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Power to him.
it's that's about all I have for us this week.
I love
man.
that. That was a great summary of a lot of stuff going on in the world today, man. I think, man, you've done a great job once again of summarizing all this stuff. This is a lot of interesting things happening.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done. You got a good Monster beanie on today. You look good. Your Raiders jersey. You came fit, ready to go for this episode. Feels good, man.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right, awesome. Well, that was episode 9. Sorry again, everybody, for missing last week's episode. We hope to not do that again. The plan is never to miss an episode or miss a week. We want to keep these consistent. Appreciate all you guys listening. For you guys that do listen and like and love this podcast, please leave us a comment. Please leave us a review on iTunes. It really helps everything that we're doing. We love to hear feedback from people, so please share it and please let us know how we're doing.
Thank you.
Cheers.